Oh, hell.
Why is he upfield?
Damn, boy!
And then he whiffs. What the f is going on? What? He's behind the plate. What the f is he doing? Why is he f***ing to my right? Do you see that? Holy f***. Like I'm supposed to pass it to him? And then he whips again. I'm so done. God, I gotta do a fucking 2v1s. Oh, another whiff. This guy. Oh my God. I can't stand him. Holy fucking shit. Oh my God, and then he has the nerve to talk. Oh, I'm dead. Look at him to my left again. You see this shit? Like he's always square to me. And then he gets beat by that rotation when he needs to be winning. It's f***ing crazy, dude. That should be a free clear. The forward. Nope, he's not there. Lives up the goal. Unbelievable, dude. Unbelievable. You were backwards to every play and got beat to every ball on defense and offense. Unreal. Let's look over this. I'm thinking about making this a series where I will play my games because most games that I run into are just full of fucking egotistical losers with 2,000 hours thinking that they're better when I have about 14 more top 100 titles than they do, and they think they're better, and they make every single decision that is wrong, and they make a few good ones where they actually go and they scrap the position, but every single decision that they make is wrong, and then they have the nerve to go in the chat. So Stoic, you are public enemy #1 now. You will get fucking bodied by the end of this, and I will show you why you were horrible, okay? And at the same time, I'm going to help you guys because every coaching session that I've done has elements of what Stoic does. So I'm going to explain every single thing wrong, and it's a GC2 game. So here's what's going on. I'm gonna include it on my end. I'm gonna include it on my end though, on a lot of these smaller mistakes too. I'm gonna try to be impartial. I do make errors too, but they make a lot more. So he will naturally get roasted a little bit more. Okay, so let's go over this. So Stoic's POV, every time that we had a transition to offense push out and I had the ball into the corner, the ball was rolling into the corner and I was tight onto it, which means that because the ball's in the corner, I can't put it midfield. I cannot put it midfield. So because I can't put it midfield, I can't pass it over to the guy, yet this guy is moving every time on the transition. You're gonna notice, right? When always, instead of something where, let me whip out Epic Pen. Instead of something like this, where you have a guy here on a front post, which is what should happen. And then you naturally, I like to come out like this in 2s. And 3s, I like to come out wide, mainly because in 2s, you have to cover a little bit more space than usual. In 3s, you have the added third man that's here that can go and take the clear if it does go behind you. Thing is, in 2s, I don't like the ball going behind me if there's ever a big boom. So let's just give a scenario that's really, really common. And it's a huge scenario that is a big problem with everybody, that everybody does. If I have the ball in the corner, right? And let's say we're on a defensive stature. So what's happening is I'm trying to eat as many 50s as possible and trying to eat as much of the angle because I don't want the offense to be able to put it midfield because then they can activate their 1-3, which if I'm playing at a higher elo, what's going to happen is this guy that's immediately rotating out, he's going to look in this opposite side zone And whoever is here that was in the sideline that's now pressure is going to go and push up, and he wants to be able to pass it here. And you want to ideally put it behind the second man on defense. You want to put it behind him wherever he is. Now, sometimes it's a little bit harder because they'll play a little bit smarter at higher elo, and they'll play a little bit farther back, which is why playing on front post isn't the end all be all. For twos, I don't recommend this constantly because you don't want the ball to go over you. That's essentially what you need to do. I just use this as a guideline, as a reference. Okay, so seriously, I use it as a static position for a lot of stuff. But there are times when if you're sitting here like this, it's actually incorrect because you need to be able to mark this clear. And because what happened is your first man on the ball, he hand shook a bad 50, and now this ball is going to go mid. And now orange has possession, and you can't step up to him because you need to mark the net. But you also are dealing with the pass situation. That's a 2v1. Now, ideally, in the position, we should never deal with something like that. However, that does happen. That's the immediate thing. So if you're confused on second man front post on defense, on that kind of stuff, I do not recommend constantly being here on the front post. A lot of the times you will need to playing here on this pad is honestly beautiful. Because then you can go in step 2 if you need to, but you can also step to the midfield without worry of the ball going over you, because you could snuff out the pass if it goes directly mid, because, you know, whoever's the first man rotating out on offense is going to be right here somewhere. So it gives you adequate spacing, okay? So your spacing on your 1 to 3, and this is not new news, needs to be pretty much that you're reading wherever this 50 is going to go by the first man, right? And a lot of the times, this is why I recommend that the whole idea of variability is if they have an absolutely bad 50 that completely goes over you, it's not your fault. Okay, so don't think that you rotated too close if your teammate had an absolutely horrible 50. However, there is responsibility that I always like to just play here, and especially in ranked where your teammates are just more or less not dependable at all and they're going to do everything wrong. I usually play back. If I'm playing in a tournament though, and I know I can trust my teammates' 50s, I'm going to push a little bit further up. This is also why in pro leagues, the positions are much more closed in versus ranked, because they can actually trust their 50s, okay? So here's what happens. Here's the scenario, okay? Now that we've gone over that sustained offense portion, sustained defense portion, and what you need to look out for, what happens is this guy in second man watches a lot of spook look, and they think that 100% they always need to rotate square with wherever their first man is. The problem is because the way that this play developed is I have the ball rolling on the wall. There is no way that I can be able to receive the play and look to hit it midfield. And even if I do, they fucking whiff it 99% of the time. Or even if they are able to land a shot onto this guy who's rotating in to be able to cut that pass, even if it does go over that guy, it's still a narrow angle into the front post. Hence why this fucking thing that I get where I get people on you chatbots, not all my viewers do this, but you stupid chatbots that like to come in and say that, oh, you made this mistake, you should be passing it midfield. You are dumb and you are missing the point. And just don't even type. And it kills me, because those are the same people that I run into in ranked, where you guys will constantly insult me, telling me that I'm when I can't fucking put it midfield. It's just stupid. Okay, so then there's that. Now we add on to the fact that because I can't put it mid, why is my flashlight on my phone? They're going to rotate tight. So essentially what happens is if I'm not able to put it midfield, either A, you should be playing for wherever this guy goes to clear it and playing to receive that clear, or you should be playing for the 50-50 that I'm trying to make. You should not be playing for the pass. Yet everybody does this wrong. I don't get this. I don't get this. You need to wipe it off your memory that you were ever playing for a pass here, unless it is an absolute complete fast break. And you know for a fact that both these guys dove. Like the second man like dove like on offense, like he was here and he dives. But even then, if you're playing in a 3 sense, what's going to happen is in threes, you're going to have this guy push up on the opposite side zone and he's going to lay it across and they're going to shoot. And it's not going to be this guy that pushes up. People fucking get this wrong. I don't know why. Literally that is enough. I could charge you fucking $1,000 for that shit. Just that little piece of advice that I'm going and explaining there. And in twos, it's the same because you're rotating out wide. Well, what happens? Well, there's variability with twos because sometimes you'll rotate mid, sometimes you rotate out wide. But if I'm rotating in close, it means I don't really trust the 50, or I'm playing off the 50-50 from my first man timing because this guy that was front post is coming in like this, and I want to be able to play it close and be able to match this guy, whoever this guy is on offense. offense, something like that. I'm trying to be able to handshake that. Now, if I rotate wide, it doesn't make sense because then it gives them a free, you know, I'm covering this back post here, but this front post is left open. Yet people make this mistake too, and then they constantly rotate back. And then even if it doesn't land in a complete shot in 50 front post, then what happens is that the offense can land a setup here, and then they can get a full dribble on you where this should be immediately snuffed out. And that's fucking mistake number 2 that people make. That's a common low elo mistake. It fucking kills me. And then this stoic guy will still fucking chat and go, oh yeah, no, you were you literally cannot do anything. When I am literally doing everything. So let's continue. So now that we've prefaced a lot of the defensive mistakes with basically just me ranting, you're gonna see it. You're gonna see it come alive. Okay. Okay, so I whiffed the open net. That actually tilted me there. And he was pushed too close. Almost lands at a goal, but we're okay. Gets the full. That's fine. Okay, even that's fine if he wants to bait that 50. And now we're totally okay here. And now I'm landing a dribble. Him pushing out to the left here when this 50-50, like I'm playing low, he has to play close. This is what it should look like. He should come here. He should come like this. And he should come around. And he should come like this. And he should wait and see what. And now he comes in like this, right? And then he's here. Making this turnout is a kind of an all-in play. Like if you play Age of Empires, this is like a feudal all-in right here. Because you're gonna land this 50 here, and I'm not gonna be able to really have a good follow-up because it's just even trades all the way through. It's just you're literally, but it's too offensive. You're better off doing what he's doing right here, except not leaning left. You need to lean right. Yet they whiff, both of them, which shouldn't happen. It's just... So I look wrong, but I'm still not wrong. I'm still not wrong because that you shouldn't have 2 whiffs there in the defense. Okay. Which is honestly exactly when... Oh, bad touch from him. I decide to cut it. I go and I beat my matchup. I now get a free clear. He's over to my right for some reason. He should be playing for Kai's clear. And that's twice. Now that's twice. So he should be playing like this. He should come around like this. See that Kai's up and go, okay, let's just play slow like this. And it's like, I'm not going to land a beat. If I land the beat on Kai, then what's going to happen is if it lands here, then from this position, he's going to be able to explode and still do technically what he wants to do. Okay. He's still got to dodge the demo. That's still natural. Either way, even if I do land the beat, it's usually going to end up near side and it's going to bounce off this wall and he needs to be there, and being right here is opposite where you need to be. So that's 2 reasons why this doesn't make sense. Also, then he whiffs. Okay. 3 mistakes so far. And he does this all game. How long are we in on this? Okay, we're only a minute 48. We're not even halfway through. We're not even halfway through. Okay, so let's see. Turn on name tags. There we go. Okay, so he's going to come on the wall. He's going to cover high. He's going to push out again. 4th. He's going to cover square. Then he's going to push square to me. I can't make this pass over to him because it just goes into Kai. It goes into Kai. I can't literally do anything. So what should you do? You should play the defensive close. You should play over here. Like this. And just play the 50. And I mean, that's free low. You beat Swagster. You throw that front post before Kai can even recover. And this is literally, that's a free goal. There's nothing. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. All you got to do is just literally play behind me. And I mean, that's literally free low. That's all I'm saying. Nothing has changed. On the push out, you just need to be near side. But for some reason, he keeps rotating out square. So that was an open net that he missed. So that's 5. Mistake 5. So not only is this push out square, but he also made a mistake here. Not only that, but he's missing his timing. Then he's burning all of his boost. So he should be matching Swagster here, but he's not. Instead, I have to go into turn into an unfavorable 50 and rotate square. He should be up for this. And this is the whole reason why if you rotate wide, at least you're going to be able to go up for this and match Kai. But that's mistake number 6. So he didn't do that. Instead, he rotates all the way back, gives him a flip reset setup, which could have been very punishing. And it throws me off because he's done 3 donuts so far. Watch, let's count. So that's donut number 2. So he does donut number 1. Should be matching this. He's going to do donut number 2 right here. And then he's going to rotate all the way back. And we call that another donut right there. And now he goes. And now his timing is so f***ed up that I need to go for it, right? Because I'm like, okay, you're not existing. So then we double commit. That's mistake number 7 right there. But it's all me, right, by the way. That was the only angle I could have gotten. Whiffs, mistake number 8. 2 minutes and 24. We're going to 8 count. He should be cutting this. Okay, he whiffs though. At least he cut it. I'm not gonna count it as a mistake because at least he existed and he did exactly what he needed to do. Whiffs. Mistake number 9. Okay, at least he did something. He did something. We'll count that. Okay, then he cuts. This is correct. Touches a little off, but that's fine. Okay, he's kind of hitting it to him, but it's fine. Okay, he's going to greed the boost, and he's going to flip, which is completely unnecessary. Okay, he actually played this correctly, but he was a little off in his timing. That could have been punished. Mistake 9.5, honestly. Okay, he didn't dodge the demo. I mean, what do you expect? I mean, seriously. So mistake number 10. So he's there for the passing option. So that's the thing. So I wanted him to be there. That's okay. He was the first man rotating out, right? Look at him. He dives. They hit it square. First man rotating out. Total win. You got to dodge the demo, and then you look like this. So you dodge it. You rotate like this. And you come here. And then you could play on this right side. I'm probably not going to hit this, and now you're matching Swagster. And now everything's handy-dandy. Then he gives him a... Yeah, I did everything right there. Okay, then he just literally passes it to him. I get bumped. I get the dribble going. Okay, even that's fine. Okay, you don't need to panic. Play it close. Yep. Okay, yep. It's fine. I'm going to try... I wanted to go for a double touch setup. Okay, he missed the full boost. But it wasn't there, so he's... kind of missed a pad or two. Bad first touch. Okay, I don't know what this is, but it's faking the living shit out of everybody. And okay, so he didn't rotate tight, or didn't even look for it. At least he cut in there, so that's fine. So what? Mistake 10. I'll call that 10. Okay, hits it right to him because he overcommitted second man. That could have been dangerous. We're okay because it bounces up, and I'm in a little bit of an awkward position. Cuts it. Oh my god. Whiffs. Mistake number 11. Okay, nice. But I expected it. And look at me. I'm literally watching this, and I'm like, okay, at least he cut. And I'm looking for him to play the close 50. So I land the beat here. Swagster's turned. And all STOIC needs to do... And I mean, you might think, well, Swagster was there. Kai didn't know this. Yeah, he did. Look, he literally sees him in his frame. He's going to see him turn. Look right there. It's already done. Play's already over. All he has to do is literally just force a turn off this guy. He thinks he's going to early rush him, but it's really not a threat. It's really not a threat, because if anything, he just hits it square into the wall. Okay, so that's mistake number... That was 10, 11? Okay, so I'm reading this. I decide to try to boom it. Mistake number 12, whiffs. Okay, nice. He hasn't done anything, by the way, this game. Okay, he's going to maybe look for bump. Nope, okay, we landed it front post. Okay. So far, I haven't been able to connect with him at any time, at any point, and on offense, because he constantly either rotates back or he just gets demoed. Okay, so then there's that problem. Also, he's always backwards to every single defensive play, so there's another thing. So every time we need to make our transition, and I'm looking for him upfield, he's never there. At the same time, or he whiffs, right? Every time he is there, because the play and the timing was good enough that he was able to see, oh, okay, I don't need to fucking immediately bot out and rotate 1 to 3. But then he fucks it up, right? So then there's that, right? He doesn't even... I wouldn't even be mad if he at least put a threat, but he didn't put a threat. He just whiffed outright. So then okay, so he's gonna rotate to my left. Watch. Tell me how I'm supposed to pass it to him. Oh, to all my professional Redditors in the comments, tell me how I'm supposed to fucking pass it to him. Ball is low. This 50 should be square. Swagster missed. Or Kai missed. This should be an even 50. But it's not. Instead, I land a beat. That's good. We just win space. But look at it. I'm supposed to fucking pass it to him, and STOIC's acting like I need to fucking hit it there. I have no setup. So if you're playing right here and you're thinking, oh, maybe he could pass it, but then you're like, oh, he had a heavy touch. What do you think? You should cut right or cut left here, if you're STOIC? You would cut right. Because you need to play the clear, wherever this is going. Instead, he cuts left. And now he's backwards, doing another donut. I mean, shit. I'm at a breakfast club, dude, with this shit. I'm genuinely at a breakfast club. I'm at a marketing internship with all these fucking free donuts that are going on right now. Seriously. So now he should be at least marking this. Whiffs it. Okay, so that's mistake 12. Okay. Mistake number 13 was the donut. He didn't even rotate wide. Okay. So then, okay, now he's not hitting any pads. That's 14. He's gonna greed the boost and then trade the demo, which is stupid. Honestly, you should just. That's mistake 15. It's stupid. Okay, because now he's out of the play. This guy sets a setup. Was very dangerous. Okay, I'm looking to cut in here. Boom. That's what I needed him to do. But he didn't do that. Even if it forces him, this is fine. I don't need to beat this guy. I just need to force him out of the play. And the pressure is enough that he's going to have a bad touch. It's a perfect assist. Mistake 15. He goes and he whiffs. I handle the 2v1 because they kind of choke there. Okay, he actually cut in there. That's crazy. Okay, I'm okay with him taking space there. Now left side zone. Now I'm waiting. Lifeline pads. I look for something mid. Do you think I cut right or I cut left here? What do you think is the most obvious play? Do you think STOIC has a threat onto the net here? I mean, let's go back one. You think STOIC has any good? I mean, considering what his mechanics have been the entire game, do you think he's going to do anything positive here? Probably not, right? So I'm going to go and play for clear. So do you think I'm going to play right or I'm going to play left? Where do you think the ball is going to go? The right or the left side of the field? If the ball's going on the left side of the field, it makes no fucking sense for me to turn right. Watch me. Oh my god. No way. Boom. Literally. That's all I wanted him to do. But instead he fucking does a donut to every single ball. Now he's going to rotate too close. All he needs to do is maintain his width. Stop right there. All he needs to do is stop right here. And then he can come in like this. And that's a free net. Okay, so he whiffs that. That's mistake 16, 17. I don't know. I'm losing count. Makes a bad 50. Okay. Okay, am I going to die for it or... I'm honestly so mega tilted that I kind of misplayed that. Okay, and then he doesn't even go for that, too. So he should have been rotating wide because that is his man. So I need to go for it. Okay, so he's not going to dive. He's going to do another fucking donut, and then he's going to give up the ball, and then fucking chat to me. That's almost 20 fucking mistakes and 20 errors. 20 errors in a single fucking game. Public enemy number 1, you are horrible. You are horrible. At this game. You have absolutely no right to talk. There is 0. 0. You made every single mistake possible in every single position. You gave them all the space in the world. You let them come out of defense every single time. We couldn't maintain an offense. Ever. I had 0 passing options, which means I had to fucking 2v1 the whole time. And then 2v1 on defense because you were either fucking back post or you're whiffing. This is ranked. Welcome to Rank 2024. The free-to-play player inflation is now here, and it is disgusting. And you guys, if there's any, this is almost every game too. It's almost every game. I've never disliked the game as much as I have, ever, in the history of playing this game. And I played this game almost 10 years now. It's almost 2025. And I have never been more burnt out than right now. And it's because this game has went free to play. And all the fucking 13-year-olds with egos who think that they know shit with their 1,500 hours are going and chatting, thinking that this is the right way to play the game. Sorry for your content creators like Spook Luke and Wait and Pilkin that think that they put anything productive and of value out on the internet, because it's not. Some of it is. It's good up until a point. But then you deal with stuff like this because people make bad habits. And then I got to go coach people like STOIC. The thing is I'm happy to coach people like STOIC out of making mistakes like this. But playing against it is the most tilting thing. In fact, after watching this, I would say the coaching market is booming. You guys need it more than ever. I could be a greedy bastard, but I'm not going to do that. I don't want to be greedy and just rip people of their money constantly, even though it would be helpful. But I mean, this is ridiculous. Play in a team. Don't play ranked. Signing out. Thank you for watching.